Yo, what's going on, guys? The Kitty G on EGTV, and we're back again with another video. Hope everybody is well. Let's get into it, people. Today we got a lot to talk about. As you guys can see by the thumbnail, you can already tell some of the players that we're going to be discussing today. Apparently, we're linked to Memphis Depay, we're linked to Asensio, we're linked to Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and obviously the man himself, Darwin Nunez. Rumors coming around that Bukayo Saka and Martinelli might be getting close to signing a new deal, or are currently, of course, in talks to sign a new deal. And we're going to get into more of that as we go along. But first things first, hope everybody is well. Do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you guys are here for the first time in a little while. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be going through some of the rumors, some of the stuff that's going on. Give me your thoughts on it. Give me your ideas. Tell me what you think is going to be happening. Tell me what you think is going to be going down with all the Arsenal and the latest Arsenal transfer news. I know it is not the normal time that I would be streaming, but of course I will be just streaming right now because I can't do it later in the day because I'm going to be going to the mosque to go pray. Of course, it is still Ramadan, so Ramadan Kareem to everybody. Hope everybody is well. I will be doing my Ramadan stream maybe another time, not today, but I will be doing that another time later on. But yeah, let's get this show started. Hope everybody's well. I don't see anybody in the comments yet, but just let me know if you guys are watching, if any comments are coming up in the comments. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, let's get this show started. Where do we begin? We are let's begin somewhere slow. Let's begin with the slow stories, because the slow stories are always the ones that we begin with. So let's begin with this. West Ham are linked to a current Arsenal player that they've been linked to for a while, Eddie Nketiah. And the rumor is that Eddie Nketiah could be going to West Ham. Yes, Eddie Nketiah could be finally leaving to West Ham. I know he's been linked away so many times. I'm surprised that he hasn't actually left, because if you guys remember, Eddie Nketiah was linked away numerous times. Apparently, Mikel Arteta wanted to get him a new contract. So many other things. It just doesn't make sense sometimes. But yeah, so the first rumor is Eddie Nketiah. Apparently, Mikel Arteta and the team have been trying to get Eddie Nketiah to somewhat sign a short-term deal to save his value. But the rumor has it that he might be aiming to seal a transfer away to West Ham. Yes, so Eddie Nketiah is the first story, and he might be sealing a transfer away to West Ham. That is the rumors that are currently coming out. The reports say that Eddie Nketiah has been linked away from the club numerous times, and this time the rumor has it that he might be interested in leaving to West Ham. He'll be leaving on a free, signing them on a free transfer. And if Eddie Nketiah does go to West Ham, I think it would be a good move for him. So yeah, I'm all for letting Eddie Nketiah leave the club. I don't think we need to hold on to Eddie Nketiah. I don't think he's going to be moving the needle at all for Arsenal Football Club at this moment in time, if I don't say so myself. So yeah, nothing really there to be discussed in my opinion. We already know Eddie Nketiah is going to be leaving. We already know Eddie Nketiah is probably going to be heading out on a free transfer. It's just sometimes they just put out stories sometimes that just have nothing to change. But yeah, Eddie Nketiah is probably going to be going to West Ham. Let him go. He needs to leave like yesterday. Ozzy, I hear you, man. I hear you. Definitely do hear you. You know what? I am going to do a call-in show. So you guys can call in if you want. And obviously, no silliness, please. But yeah, I'll be putting the link in the chat. If you guys want to jump in, you can jump in. The link is in the chat at the moment. Yeah, the link is in the chat. And I'll be putting the link out for people if they want to join me on stream. And if they want to join me on stream, they can join me. You know what I mean? So let's continue. First things first. Big up to everyone in the chat. let's go on to the next story. If you guys don't know, we've already talked about Eddie Nketiah. Now we're going to talk about Granit Xhaka. So Granit Xhaka has been rumored to leave Arsenal for the past couple months. He was supposed to go to Roma, and the rumor has it that now Jose Mourinho would be interested in having him again at Roma. The rumor is that Jose views him as a possible option to go to Roma, but so does Unai Emery. Unai Emery did manage Arsenal for a short little stint, about a year and a half. He managed Arsenal Football Club. He got us to a Europa League final, and he ended up getting sacked after going on a bad run, getting sacked, and Mikel Arteta ended up coming in. But at the time, he had Granit Xhaka as his captain at the club, and the rumor has it that Granit Xhaka, Unai Emery could be interested in bringing in Granit Xhaka, yes, at Villarreal. So the rumor has it that Villarreal boss Unai Emery might be interested in prizing away Granit Xhaka from Arsenal this upcoming summer, giving Granit Xhaka now 2 possible landing spots, with Jose Mourinho's Roma and Unai Emery's Villarreal both being possible landing spots for Granit Xhaka in this upcoming summer transfer window. That means we might be able to sell Granit Xhaka and actually make some sort of money from him. Where in the summer, if you guys recall, Roma were not really trying to be serious with the transfer. They were trying to get whatever they could get a discount on the deal, and we really didn't want to give that kind of discount. So there you go, Granit Xhaka. You already know what it is. Nothing really to be said there, in my opinion, with the Granit Xhaka story. It was just a quick little update with that. Now, if I tell you guys the next story, you guys are gonna laugh. But before we do that, hit that like button, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button. Always do share whatever comments you think, and let me know as we go along. I'll leave the good stuff for the end, so more people come in and get more involved. Granit Xhaka can get a boom. Granit Xhaka can get out. Which club would pay the most for Granit Xhaka? At this moment in time, it seems like Roma might be willing to pay more, but Villarreal are just interested. Not really heard anything about prices when it comes to Villarreal coming in for Granit Xhaka. Just heard a little bit of it's just rumors at this point. It's just rumors, nothing more, nothing less, right? That's all we're hearing. But let's continue because there is a lot of stuff going around with Arsenal. There's a lot of people that we need to talk about, but this was probably one of the last people you guys thought we would be talking about on the stream. Big up Tim in the house. Hope you're well. Big up Tim. Big up Semantics FC. Hi mods. How everyone doing? Which club's gonna pay the most for Granit Xhaka? Whichever one comes in and pays the most will pay the most. We don't know at this moment in time who's going to pay the most. All we know is someone's going to be interested in buying the guy. Runarsson. So the rumor has it that there is an update on Runarsson. Yes, the rumor has it that Runarsson will be returning to Arsenal after his loan spell, and Arsenal will be looking to part ways with him come the summer. It could be that we'd be interested in selling Alex Runarsson in this upcoming window coming up. Yes, Runarsson, it already seems like he's already surplus his requirements, and Arsenal might be already looking to sell him. So at this moment in time, Runarsson could be returning to Arsenal, and Arsenal could be selling Runarsson this summer. Yeah, Arsenal could sell Runarsson this summer. Yeah, literally. So it does. If you guys recall, he came in to replace the backup spot for Emi Martinez. Did terrible against Man City, to say the least, in a absolute demolishment in the League Cup. And then from there, we decided to go and get Matt Ryan in the January window to cover up for a mistake that we made in the summer for signing Runarsson. We then ended up sending Runarsson on loan this summer window, and when he's currently on loan, he's doing well. He's doing well on loan. Don't get me wrong, he's doing well. But Arsenal have looked at the player, and it seemed like the gamble has not paid off. It was short. It was high. It was low risk, high reward type signing, but nothing came out of it. So it looks like the club is going to be moving on, selling Runarsson moving him on. Nothing big to be seen here. Alexander Runarsson will probably be sold, and nothing really big to worry about there. He can move on. I have no issue with him moving on, in my opinion. That these things happen, and it's good to see a player get sold from here on out. So hopefully he has a successful career wherever he goes next. Now, just while we're here, do me a favor, guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's continue on with the stories. If I tell you guys, you're probably sick and tired about hearing about this guy. If I show you the next guy that I'm about to show you, you are probably sick and tired of being sick and tired and seeing this guy's face on my YouTube channel, right? Great scouting, recommended, 2 million was paid, good investment at the time. Come on, you're jump balling semantics. Come on. The next story is none other than the man himself, James Maddison. Yes. So Maddison, Leicester star Maddison has been tipped to join a Big Six club this upcoming window. I mean, this upcoming summer window. So Leicester star James Maddison has been tipped to be joining a Big Six club this summer window, as links with Arsenal has been heating up in the past, and we were in for him before we signed Odegaard. I don't think we're going to be going out of our way to go sign James Maddison now, especially with the price tag that Leicester were trying to put on him. But it is rumored that Manchester United were after him before, rumors that Tottenham were after him before, rumors that even Chelsea were possibly after him before. So could he be going to another club? Could he be staying at Leicester? Could he be transferred away from where he is right now? You never know, but it definitely will not be Arsenal. Yes, you missed out. Yes, we did miss out on James Maddison. We have moved on from James Maddison. We currently have Martin Odegaard, and I'm happy with Martin Odegaard. I think he's been a very good and impactful player at Arsenal Football Club. But James Maddison is linked to Arsenal today. He is linked to a move away from Leicester to another Premier League side. So where could he end up? You never know. Could it be Newcastle? You never know. Could it be Chelsea? Could it be wherever? But I really don't think he's going to be going to Arsenal. I really don't think Tottenham have the money to go and get a James Maddison. I don't think he will be going to Chelsea with Conor Gallagher and Mason Mount there. Big up Nippin in the house. But I just don't know James Maddison will be somebody who will be moving to a Big Six club this upcoming window. If rumors have it, somebody might be interested in buying him, but I don't know which club would be interested in buying him. It just doesn't make sense. Guys, let me know, who do you think would be interested in buying James Maddison out of the Big Six clubs? The only team that I could really think of is Manchester United, but does that make sense? Does Maddison make sense for Manchester United? Could he be? Could he be? No, I don't think Chelsea doesn't make sense. Also, you're right. Chelsea for life. Why would Chelsea want Maddison? You have Conor Gallagher, Mason Mount, Hakim Ziyech. You got so many like wide forward creative guys who can play in the hole. Also, just so many different types of players. You don't need a Mason Mount at Chelsea, and I don't. I mean, you don't need a Maddison at Chelsea. And we don't really need him at Arsenal anymore now that we have Odegaard and we have Smith Rowe. Tottenham would probably be the most needed club for him, or Manchester United. I don't think Man City or Liverpool or either of them would be interested in him either. So yeah, that is another story that came out today that was circulating the rounds. Now, the next story is an interesting one. Interesting one to say the least. Let's get this party started. Guys, Arsenal are linked to Barcelona attacking midfielder and former Lyon forward Memphis Depay, and former Manchester United player also, if you guys remember. He had a brief stint at Manchester United. Memphis Depay is linked to Arsenal. Yes, Memphis Depay is linked to Arsenal. It is very, very strange to be seeing us always linked to Barcelona players, but without fail, we are always linked to Barcelona players. So report has it that Arsenal have made a move to sign Memphis Depay. I don't know how reliable the source of these reports are, in my opinion. The reports coming out that Arsenal are making a move for Memphis Depay. If we were to make a move for Memphis Depay, he would be somebody who would be one of the two options coming in. Would you sign? Should Arsenal sign Memphis Depay? I don't know. Uh, I don't know if he's the type of signing that we need at this moment in time. I don't know if he's the type of player that we need at this moment in time. What do you guys think? Would you be interested in a Memphis Depay? Do you think he is? Where would he play? What type of role would he pick up at Arsenal? Would Memphis Depay be worth whatever amount of money Barcelona would want us to pay? But the rumor has it that Memphis Depay has received interest and received inquiries from 3 Premier League clubs. One of those clubs being Arsenal, Everton, and Newcastle. So Arsenal are supposedly interested in Memphis Depay. Arsenal are a more attractive proposition than likes of Newcastle and of course Everton, who might be relegated very, very soon. So of course that would be the main thing that you'd be looking at. Arsenal are also looking at the possibility. Where would Memphis Depay play? Would you be playing him on the left as an inside forward? Would you be playing him up top? Where would he come into play, in my opinion? Would we be changing the formation the way that we play right now? How would we do with Memphis Depay in the team? For me, it's a thumbs down. I don't want Memphis Depay at Arsenal. I don't think he's a bad player. I think he's a really good player. I just don't see how stylistically he fits at this moment in time. And for what we're looking for in the market, I would rather go for a Cody Gakpo and somebody like that over a Memphis Depay, in my opinion. And I'm not sure how much he would even cost for Arsenal to sign a Memphis Depay at this moment in time. How much would Memphis Depay cost? Let me see. Market value, Memphis Depay. He's linked to Newcastle also. Newcastle could be bidding for him very, very soon. You never know. The rumors right now circulating, they're not really giving a price for how much he's worth, but it's just reported that we've lodged inquiries. And the reports are coming out of Spain, of course. We are from a Spanish outlet, Super Deporte. Yeah. So that is the situation with that. Aubameyang over Depay, I agree. Aubameyang over Depay. Maddison is shits on Mount. Okay. I don't know the relevance with this story. Depay would play false 9 slash 6 for Spurs Mikel Arteta. Would you need to hit what Egal? You need to hit Terry where it hurts. Why? That's so random. That is so random. Okay, moving on from that. Let's get into the next story. So Arsenal target Darwin Nunez. Yes, Arsenal target Darwin Nunez. So let's get into the Darwin Nunez story. If you guys don't know, Arsenal have been after Darwin Nunez for a long time. We have been interested in Darwin Nunez for a couple of weeks now. We've been hearing reports about Darwin Nunez, and my question to you guys is, Darwin Nunez, what are you guys saying? Would you take Darwin Nunez? Because the situation with Darwin Nunez is that reports are he also is looking for a move to the Premier League. I know it's almost like everybody wants to come play in the Premier League, but the money is in the Premier League. A lot of players get a lot of wealth in the Premier League, and Manchester United are also now looking around at Darwin Nunez as a possible option for themselves. So Manchester United, Arsenal, all these teams looking at Darwin Nunez. You even have Liverpool, after he scored in the Champions League final against them, looking at him also. So could we miss out on Darwin Nunez to Manchester United? And could Darwin Nunez subsequently replace Marcus Rashford at Manchester United, triggering a possible move for Rashford to Arsenal? Like, I don't want Rashford at Arsenal. I personally, I wouldn't mind having Nunez at Arsenal. I think Darwin Nunez is a good player, and I think he's a really good baller, and I would take him in a heartbeat, in my opinion. But the question lies, will Arsenal move for Darwin Nunez? Will we be fast enough to get our Darwin Nunez over the line? I think Darwin Nunez is an absolute baller. I would take Darwin Nunez like this, but will it happen? Will it happen? That is the question you have to ask yourself. Will Darwin Nunez to Arsenal happen? Right? Will it happen? I need to figure it out. Will it happen? Because at this moment in time, I question if it will happen. I question if it will happen. I think Darwin Nunez is a good player. If the choices are Isaac, Darwin Nunez, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, and these other guys, personally, hear me out. I would go and get one Premier League proven striker, and I would go and get another like raw like Cody Gakpo. So get two and bring it together. Or if you're gonna spend all this money on Darwin Nunez, he has to click and work right away. So I just don't know anymore. I just don't know anymore what Arsenal's going to do. Is Arsenal going to get two strikers or is Arsenal going to get one striker? You see, here you got a comment saying Ivan Toney is the best available striker. How much is Ivan Toney going to cost Arsenal? How much would Ivan Toney cost Arsenal? If Ivan Toney is going to cost close to 40 to 50 million, we have a problem. I don't want to spend that type of money on Ivan Toney. But if we can get Ivan Toney for 40 million and we can get another striker for 40 million and get two strikers for 80 million, instead of spending 67 million on Darwin Nunez, maybe it'll work out in the long run. You don't know. I just don't know how much it's going to cost. 50 plus. You see, that's a problem. 50 plus for Ivan Toney. I don't know if it's worth it. 67 for 17 million more, you can get Darwin Nunez. Is Darwin Nunez that big of an upgrade? That's the question you have to ask yourself. Is the Premier League proven part a big factor? Is Ivan Toney a younger Lacazette? What is he? You got to ask yourself those questions because I don't know what the answers are. I don't have all the answers. I'm just literally here giving you guys the news, letting you guys know what you guys should know. But yeah, let's keep it moving. Let's see what's next on the docket. Ooh, this is a good one. This is a good one, ladies and gentlemen. This is a good one. Let's get into it. Because I know a lot of you guys do not like a certain Dominic Calvert-Lewin. You guys do not like this Dominic Calvert-Lewin guy. Some of you guys are hoping and praying that Arsenal do not sign Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Well, you know what? Your prayers might have been answered. Arsenal is no longer looking at bringing in Dominic Calvert-Lewin as a main striker option in the summer. As reports, his current poor form this season has turned Arsenal away from looking at the player as a possible striker signing. Yes, so the report has it that Dominic Calvert-Lewin was being looked at by Arsenal as a possible summer signing, but because of his recent form, nobody is even looking at him anymore as a possible summer signing. So there you go. Because of that, at this moment in time, it seems like nobody's going to be looking at Dominic Calvert-Lewin as a possible summer signing. And the reports is Dominic Calvert-Lewin and his current situation with Everton being on a bad form, Everton possibly getting relegated, he might be cheaper, but the club don't see the player's form as something good to look at. So Dominic Calvert-Lewin is no longer an option for Arsenal. Rationally, it doesn't make sense. He hasn't played as much this season. When you really think about it, he has not played as much as he has over the last couple of years. He suffered with injuries this season. It could be a bargain, but at the same time, would you even want Dominic Calvert-Lewin at Arsenal? Would you even bring Dominic Calvert-Lewin at Arsenal? Dominic Calvert-Lewin has suffered with injuries recently, and he's not as attractive as a signing for Arsenal. So Arsenal are not fully turning away from not signing him. They're just cooling their interests and saying, you know what, we might not be as interested in signing him as they used to be. And with FFP problems with Everton, it could be still a possibility on the table. But rumor has it that it might be done. And a lot of Arsenal fans seem very happy that Dominic Calvert-Lewin is not joining. A lot of Arsenal fans still want Darwin Nunez, or they want Ivan Toney, or they want anybody else but Dominic Calvert-Lewin. But hey, I'm just telling you guys the news. You guys let me know what you think. No to DCL. You want Martinez? Okay. Some people want Martinez. Lukaku? No, nobody's touching Lukaku, man. Chelsea made a big mistake with Lukaku. Chelsea made a big mistake with Lukaku, and nobody is buying Lukaku anytime soon from the likes of Let's be honest. Nobody is buying him anytime soon. Yeah. So next, I need to do who's gonna play in the Arsenal team next. Who's gonna play in the Arsenal team for the next game? Arsenal is gonna be playing in a game versus Brighton on Saturday, and I don't even know who's gonna be playing. So let's go through this together. Let's go through this together, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go through this together. Let's go through this team. Who's going to be playing in this team? Who's going to be in the team? Who's going to be starting? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section as we go through it. So, as goalkeeper, we're going to have Ramsdale. Right? Ramsdale's going to be goalkeeper. Center back. Who do you guys want as center back? Obviously, it's going to have to be Gabriel. Going to be Gabriel, and the right back is going to be Cedric. Actually, let's just wait. Let's just wait. We know Lokonga is going to start. Lokonga is going to start. We know Xhaka is going to start. We know Odegaard is going to start. We know Odegaard is going to start. Right? We know Saka is going to start. We know Laka is going to start. And finally, we know that Martinelli is going to start. Gabriel Martinelli. There we go. Martinelli is going to start. So my question to you guys is, who do we play in the left back spot? Who do we play in the right back spot? And who do we play in the center back spot? The reason why I ask is we usually put Ben White, right? We usually put Ben White there. But lately, people have been saying put Ben White as a right back and put Cedric as left back because of how bad Nuno has been. So my question to you guys is, how are we going to use it? How are we going to utilize this lineup going into this big game versus Brighton? Off the back of a loss to Crystal Palace, we cannot afford to lose back-to-back games. So we need to figure out some sort of solution to get our form back up and running. And in my opinion, we cannot afford to lose this game. We need to figure out some sort of solution. Something or rather needs to happen. So what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? You could go Cedric. Just play Nuno. You could go Cedric and just play Nuno Tavares, and then it would be a similar team to how we played last time, just bringing in Martinelli instead of ESR. Or you could take Cedric, shift him over to the left. Take Cedric, shift him over to the left, and take Ben White, put him in the right back spot. And put him in the right back spot and put him in holding. What that does is it now gives you a more defensive, solid unit with Ben White, Holding, and Gabriel. And Cedric on the left back spot is not going to be as creative, but he's most likely going to be bombing forward. Now, with the issue with Cedric on the left side, he's heavily right-footed. So he's going to be trying to cut back onto his right foot when he's on the left side. So that is another option that's going to hurt us. Plus, we would be breaking up the center-back partnership that has been so good in Ben White and Gabriel. So I don't think we want to do that. I know as much as I yelled and screamed about Cedric, he's going to start. And as much as I yelled and screamed about Nuno is going to start also. So I really do believe it's going to be the same team besides Thomas Partey and ESR. So this is the team that I'm going with. This is the team that I'm going with. I'm going with the back four plus the goalkeeper of Nuno Tavares, Gabriel, Ben White, Cedric, Ramsdale. Midfield of Odegaard, Sambi Lokonga, Xhaka, and front three of Lacazette, Saka, and Martinelli. Now, you guys are probably wondering why are we still continuing with Lacazette? I just think that's going to be the predicted lineup. I don't think that's my best lineup, but that is the predicted lineup. Now, moving on to the next story. If you guys don't know, Bukayo Saka and Martinelli have been linked to a possible transfer move. Sorry. Yo, what's good, Samuel?
What's going on, bro? Long time no see, bro.
Chilling, man. I'm good. I was just talking about some of the stuff with teams and possible lineups that we could play, you know?
Yeah, it's for Saturday, right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Listen. Oh, I think it all depends on Tomiyasu right now, but I'm not sure.
Tomiyasu, I don't know if you know, but Tomiyasu's out until after Southampton.
Uh, so I don't know who we play at left back though. So that's
We play Nuno.
again after what happened against Nottingham and Crystal Palace. He showed that he has the confidence to do that because right now I think
That's the only option we have at this moment in time.
listen,
My man says play Cedric left back. He's right-footed, but he can defend better against Trossard. The fact that Trossard's right-footed will cut inside, and Cedric can use cut in while defending and pursue. Okay, there you go. Personally, I don't think this team is. I think this team is going to be the team that plays. Let me show you. Can you see that?
Yeah.
That's the team that I think we're going to most likely use to play in this game.
What we do against Norwich, right, is put Ben Wright at right back, put Cedric at left back, and then put Rob Holding in there, like we did against Norwich.
I don't think we're gonna play Ben White as right back and break up the Gabriel and Ben White partnership. I think this is the most. I think this is the worst idea out of all of them. To put Saka left back is probably one of the worst ideas, because if you put Saka left back, what you do is you take away from one of our best attacking options. Why would you take away from our best attacking options and bring in a player who is not that good in that right wing spot in Pepe? Pepe has been horrendous at his time at Arsenal, and why would we do that to ourselves? Why would we bring Pepe in for Saka, weakening our attack to put Saka in our left back spot? I don't. If we're going to play Saka on any of the wings, it's going to be right wing back, and that's only if we go to a back three, in my opinion. Egal, funny. Nah, come on, stop it, man. At this point in the season, I don't think there is enough time to try to improve Tavares with more game times to build up his confidence. Okay. So you don't think Tavares should play? I think Mikel Arteta made a mistake, and he might play Tavares, because in the past when Tavares was gone, shame you sold the other left wing back in Aubameyang. That is funny. That is funny.
The thing is, right, if Tavares wants to prove it, I think this week he probably might, like he did with Partey in December, when Partey was doing so bad, Partey would stay after training, and like Arteta would do one-on-one sessions with him. So that's what Tavares needs, man. Someone to put arm around and signal okay, and just to prove his defending, man. Because someone needs to be there to help him out, because he's being forced onto attack right now. So obviously he has to get back, do that, a lot of responsibility. So you can't do both. He's still a young player. We're putting a lot of responsibility on these young players as well. But it's a must, man. We've expected top 4 after the international break. I still think it's possible. People look at that Spurs list. Listen, it's not as hard as it looks. Most of them are away games, and Tottenham's away form is not as good as their home form. So, I mean, Tottenham have to win like 85%, 80% of the games to get above us. And if we lose against Man United and Chelsea, and let's say West Ham, we win all our other games, and Tottenham beat everyone, lose to Liverpool, which they will, then they will finish above us like a point. Obviously, that's not going to happen, but the odds are in our favour, though, and we just need to sort out that left back situation. If we sort that out, then it's plain sailing from here.
No, I hear you. Definitely hear you. But I'm just going to now shift the conversation slightly, moving on to Bukayo Saka and Gabriel. Martinelli. If you guys don't know, Bukayo Saka and Gabriel Martinelli have been linked away recently to the likes of Liverpool and City, and I don't like that. So Arsenal Football Club has decided to renew or extend their contracts. So Bukayo Saka will be currently going ongoing talks to renew his contract, as reported by David Onstein, and Gabriel Martinelli has already spoken to the club to renew his contract also, as reported by CBS Sports. So both players have currently are ongoing talks to renew their contracts at Arsenal. That renewal should be in the likes of an additional 3 years, making it 5 years, 5 more years for Bukayo Saka, and an addition with possible options to leave earlier, and Gabriel Martinelli with a similar thing where he'd be renewing his contract, adding 3 more years to his current deal. So that is the situation with Arsenal. They're currently they're currently in talks to give these players new contracts, and we have to understand Bukayo Saka is probably one of the lowest paid starters in this team. He only makes 30K a week, so of course he's well deserving of 120 plus K a week. And when it comes to Gabriel Martinelli, we will also have to give him a raise in his wages, also bringing him up to the level that he's currently playing at. And we better do it now before other guys start sniffing around, because Gabriel Martinelli seems like he has the highest potential out of all of our youngsters and has been linked to moves to Real Madrid, Liverpool, and every club that you can think of under the sun. But yeah, what are you saying, Samuel?
Yeah, Saka 100%. If you want to protect their assets, DC need to be held down long term. Like I said, Saka is like on look. Nketiah earns more than Saka, which I think is like a disgrace. Listen, there'll be interest in Saka this summer if we don't make top 4, and that's a big if. But listen, we've got to renew a 5-year contract, keep him and Martinelli at the club, because they're integral to our future right now and us progressing as a team.
Okay, so we're gonna just move on swiftly away from this conversation, moving on to the next conversation. I don't know if you've heard, but a certain Asensio has been linked to Arsenal again. Yes, Asensio. We've been linked to him in the past. I don't know what you think about Asensio, but since his injury against Arsenal in preseason a couple of years back, he hasn't been the same in my opinion, and he's been a big part player for Real Madrid ever since. Marcus Asensio, the link today is that Marcus Asensio is linked to Arsenal because his agent has reportedly said that there is an offer on the table for him to join Arsenal. Yes, the report says there is possibly an offer on the table for him to join Arsenal. I don't know how realistic that offer is. I don't know how real this story is. I don't know what the truth is. All I know is I'm telling you guys what I've been told. The reports coming out, Marcus Asensio's agent claims that Arsenal have put an offer on the table for the player to come join Arsenal in the upcoming summer. Whatever that means, it could mean that we'd be actually seriously interested in a left winger, and Marcus Asensio could be one of them. Or this could just be agents pushing their players into the market and linking them to teams that have no actual interest in signing the player. But you guys let me know what you guys think in the comment sections right now. What are you saying, Samuel?
No chance, man. If you want to listen, if it was 2017, then yeah, maybe. But that's 5 years ago. This is 2022. I don't want him anywhere near the club. I think there are better options out there. And just adding him, he's going to be on higher wages. Like we fixed our wage structure now. Our wage structure is not that good. So bringing him in, like, it'll be like £200,000 a week. So it'll be unhealthy for the squad. And no, keep him away.
Okay. Now, finally, the most outrageous story of the night. If you guys don't know, there's a certain Crystal Palace player who played against us the other day, and he scored. Okay? Yes. You know who I'm about to say. He is currently linked to Arsenal. Yes. Wilfried Zaha is linked to Arsenal again. How many times Zaha is going to be linked to Arsenal before we actually buy him? I don't know. Will we ever buy Wilfried Zaha? I don't know. Will we ever actually be serious in these Wilfried Zaha transfers? I don't think they're ever going to be serious. But when it comes down to it, this is the reports that are coming out today and the reports that we're hearing at the moment. The reports are that Wilfried Zaha could be a possible Pepe replacement if Arsenal do decide to sell Nicolas Pepe. Now, I don't know how much Crystal Palace would actually be interested in selling Zaha for. I don't know if it is even feasible to consider Zaha at this moment in time a Nicolas Pepe replacement after we've had numerous occasions where we could have signed him ourselves. But the rumor has it that Arsenal are reportedly back in the market for a potential move for Crystal Palace star Wilfried Zaha. Talk to me, guys. Would you take Zaha? Would you take him as squad depth? Would you think he would bring something to this team? Would you be interested in Wilfried Zaha at Arsenal? Let me know what you think, Samuel.
No, his age right now, I think he's like 29, 30 or something. I don't know what his age is. Zaha, how old is he? He's 29 years old. He turns 30 in November. I think like now, like we said, the deals we've been signing with players under 26 years old. That's the profile of players we've been signing, and he currently doesn't fit that profile right now. So, no, I don't think we'll take him.
So for you to know,
Yeah.
for me, it just doesn't make sense, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah, exactly.
like, what the hell are we doing? Is it whenever these stories come out, it's just like, are these guys doing their due diligence, or are they just saying random players to Arsenal, linking us to Zaha every single time? Like, Zaha's not coming to Arsenal, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I know this. Like, I maybe I don't know it wholeheartedly, but I'm confident enough to say that I don't think Zaha will be joining Arsenal.
Yeah,
I'm
100.
confident enough to say I can confidently say that I don't think Zaha will be joining Arsenal. Where some people, eh, they might be like, you know what, maybe it's possible. Some people might be like, you know what, maybe it's possible. But for me, I just don't think it's a possibility, bro. I
Yeah.
just don't think it's realistic.
But let's say like they yesterday had me down for Arsenal to make top four though. That's what because I couldn't live with it if Tottenham got it over us. Ruins like the thing is here. Last week, some people were like, "It's guaranteed top four," and then within 24 hours later, they're going on a panic button saying Arsenal have collapsed. I mean, it's the most reactionary fan base in the world. People are just too reactionary sometimes, you know. I take on a game by game basis. After the United game, I think that's when we could evaluate our chances. If we're in a good position, then yes, most likely we'll make top four. But as of right now, it's too early to say. Still too early. It's still in our hands.
People saying Zaha is better than ESR and Saka. I think that's very false. Harry Maguire plus Rashford to Arsenal.
Nope.
I'm sorry. No, that will not be happening. I don't think anyone will be buying Harry Maguire. Ten Hag to Manchester United. I think that's a good appointment for Manchester United. Let's be real. Let's be
So
real.
no rebuild though. They
That is
gotta
a
get rid of
very,
some
very good appointment for Manchester United. Don't you agree?
Yeah, it is, but the thing is, it's going to take time though because you look at that. Did you see their wage structure, bro? The wage
Uh,
bills.
what?
Did you see Man United's wage bills?
Yeah, Manchester United's wage bill has always been shit though.
Yeah, so they got to get rid of 10 players in that squad before they can really compete for top four again. Because as of right now, like these players don't play for the badge; they only care about money. Like we were 4 years ago, where there were players on ridiculously high wages. It's going to take time.
No, I hear you. I hear you. You know what? It was always going to be a long rebuild for Manchester United. It was never gonna be a quick fix. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
It was
But
never
I think
gonna
it's
be
the right man.
it was never gonna be a quick fix for Manchester United. But if any club can get it right on the first try, it's not Manchester United. But on the seventh try, maybe they can finally figure it out. Because
Mhm.
what is it? The Ten Hag is what, their fifth manager since Sir Alex Ferguson left.
Yeah.
You never know. They could finally figure it out, but you wouldn't want them to, but they could figure it out. You know what I mean? That's my worry. If they figure it out, it is a dangerous proposition having a Manchester United team that's run properly. If
Yeah.
Manchester United ever get run properly, that is a dangerous proposition for the rest of the teams in the league, in my opinion. But yeah, with that being said, I think that's all the news for today. The James Maddison news really shocked some people, I think. Honestly, the James Maddison links made no sense in my opinion. Arsenal being linked to James Maddison now that we have Odegaard. Arsenal to sign Memphis Depay. I don't really know if that's going to happen. Darwin Nunez. We're going to be targeted. He's going to be one of our targets for the remainder of the season. What's it called? Dominic Calvert-Lewin, no longer an Arsenal option. Option for Arsenal. About time, for some people would say, but for me, I just think this story reeks. It doesn't make sense. Why would Arsenal miss up on a cheap opportunity? Arsenal tends to like cheap opportunities. So if he does become a cheap option, maybe we will scoop him up. You never know. I feel like him being cheap actually makes it more likely they will buy him. But yeah, I'm going to wrap it up there. Big up to the people in the comment section. You already know what it is. Egal, would you have taken Lingard at Arsenal? No. I think Lingard is just one of those players who has not improved. And I feel like, why would we in order to surpass the teams that are above us, why would we buy rejects from other teams and other clubs? It just doesn't make sense to me, in my opinion, why we would do such a thing. We got Tommy here. Tommy, what's up?
I'm all right. How are you, man? Been a while.
Been a while, bro. How you been? What are you saying?
Been busy studying, bro, and all that. So yeah, it's just not. I'm just like, yeah, I'm not deflated about how we got absolutely outplayed by a good Crystal Palace team. I knew we were gonna lose that game anyway, but yeah.
What is your take on today? Oh, sorry, guys. There is breaking news.
What is it?
Go
on. This is okay. So rumor has it that Nkunku could be on PSG's transfer list, but because of PSG's ongoing situation with Kylian Mbappe, that Nkunku could be could be on Arsenal's transfer list, and Arsenal could end up getting him for 50 million. What?
I stay well clear from Bundesliga players, bro. I'll stay way clear of Nkunku.
Let me just get the full article for you guys so you guys understand what we're talking about. So the report says Arsenal could get Christopher Nkunku ahead of PSG for 54 million. What do you guys think? 54 million for Arthur Nkunku. Doesn't that sound amazing?
That's not bad, actually. Not bad, man.
I don't want him. I saw him play for France. I saw him play for France, right, against like actual decent opposition, right, and he was so bad. I'll say well.
You also saw Guendouzi score a goal for France. You want Guendouzi back?
No, I don't want Guendouzi back as well. I don't think he's been massively overhyped. He's played in the Bundesliga. I don't rate most of the players in the Bundesliga. I don't really trust him. I want Nunez from Sporting Lisbon. That's a really, really, really good player, man.
Ooh,
yeah, I want Guendouzi back because this manager has shipped him out. You see what I mean?
But you still want Mancini, right?
Partey's injured, and I like Sambi, yeah, but Sambi he's young, but he's just not ready for this level for me. And Guendouzi, we shouldn't have. You see why we shouldn't have kept him. We shouldn't have sold him. We know he's got an attitude problem, but a better manager can manage egos. This manager can't because he's inexperienced.
Yo, some people are trolling. Some people are trolling and saying Nkunku to Arsenal. You're having a laugh. No, it's just a link. Yo, what's good, bro?
You hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, man. What's up?
Chilling, man. Chilling. That's good.
Talk to me. What do you think about Nkunku to Arsenal?
You know, I actually like him, to be honest. You know, I think he'd be perfect, like behind the striker. For me, I think he can play across midfield.
Oh shit! It's H. Yo, what's good, bro?
What are you saying, man?
I just, you know what it is? I'm so worried about someone coming on showing their ass that I'm always on guard.
Yeah, no. It took, bro. You know what it is? I couldn't even get into that to the whole StreamYard thing. I don't know what's going on with like it wouldn't let me. It kept telling me go on Safari, but I had to get on my laptop. But yeah, I like Nkunku. I like this player, to be honest. I think he can play across midfield. I like his tenacity. I like his eye for a goal, to be honest. You know, I don't know about the price. I know Leipzig always sell at a high price, but I like him. There's another player who plays in the same team as him. I like Amadou Haidara. I don't know if you know.
Haidara.
By him. Yeah,
what
number 8. Number 8. For me, he's like a mold of Keita and Bissouma put together. And because we know Bissouma, he's got a case pending at the moment. I think he's a great option there.
Listen to this comment. Emery wanted Nkunku for 13 million to replace Ramsey. Arsenal are freaking idiots. We did not go for him. Instead, we went for Dennis Suarez on a loan.
No, that was a mistake. We should have gone with Nkunku, to be honest.
Yeah, Suarez was just, that guy wasn't really that good anyway. Average at best, man.
How do Liverpool keep getting cheap proper players for cheap? You know what it is? When you are a team that's so well constructed, you can go out and get any player and put them in your system if the manager has them running well. Like Jota was always a good player. Comes into the side, goes another level. If you put Pepe in Liverpool, he's probably not going to work. But if you put any of our like good players right now in Liverpool system, they go to another level. You put Martinelli in there, goes to another level. You put Saka in there, he goes to another level. So it just goes to show you, when you have things going so well, you put a player in there, it takes them to another level. You don't really see flops at Liverpool because if the player is considered a flop, he just becomes bench fodder instead of being a flop. Where for Arsenal, we sign a player, we expect him to start week in, week out right away. We don't have a set 11. You get what I'm saying? Anyway.
Klopp's system is just amazing, man. People say Liverpool have system players. Like people say, without Klopp's system, Mane will be average in that, which is I don't think that is true without Klopp's system. But yeah, with Henderson, like Klopp's system makes him look good. I don't rate Jordan Henderson, but Klopp's system makes him look good. He's not that great, so yeah.
You know what it is with Klopp, yeah. You know what it is with Klopp. I would personally take his idea of looking at players from our own league. So you got Rafinha, you got Pedro Neto, you got Bissouma, you got Ivan Toney. We need to look at players playing in the Premier League currently and take them to the next level because they can hit the ground running, as opposed to a player that's coming from a different league.
Ivan Toney, not for me, man. The guy always disses his own club, bruv. He always disses his own club. No, thank you, not for me. And he's not good enough for me for this team. Not good enough for me, man. He's gonna be Lacazette part 2 for me.
I think Toney is a younger version of Lacazette, basically, when it comes to his actual build-up ability. And don't forget, Ivan Toney, as much as we want to make fun of him, he's 26 years old, has 11 goals in the Premier League this season. And in a Brentford side that's not so good, and he's one of their best chance creators. True.
But I want Osimhen, man. I want Big Vic. I'm Nigerian, so I want Big Vic.
I personally think Osimhen, you're smoking the highest grade of something. If you think Osimhen,
how am I, man? We need a striker.
I don't think Osimhen.
We got like a threat, bruv. Shit.
I don't think you.
How does that translate to us signing Osimhen? He's going to be 120 million pounds. He's going to be 120 million.
Osimhen is way too much. He's not worth the money that they would want us to pay.
So who should we get then? Who should we get?
Darwin Nunez.
Yeah, Nunez would be good.
I think the problem with the striker is we're going to be killing ourselves just talking about strikers for the next 2-3 months.
I want Jonathan David as well.
Pick one, bro. You know what? How about this?
How about Balogun coming back and Martinelli?
Let me ask you guys this. If Arsenal spent 100 million on a striker and a winger, or Arsenal spent 80 million on 2 strikers, which one would you rather have?
I'm not too sure.
Personally, the 2 strikers.
Again?
Would you rather have 2 strikers, or would you rather have one big expensive striker and a winger to come in?
One big expensive striker and a winger.
Okay. My take is, if you get a Cody Gakpo and you get an Ivan Toney, are you better off than just getting Darwin Nunez by himself?
Yeah, I think you are.
Really? So then why wouldn't you go and buy 2 players instead of 1?
I want Big Vic, man.
Can be real, man.
I don't think Victor Osimhen is that big of a deal. Victor Osimhen is not.
He's strong. He's link-up play. He's good. He can hold it. But the guy, he's what we need, man.
I question a lot about the price tag in comparison to the actual what he would bring to the table for Arsenal.
You know what it is, yeah.
I don't know if
Osimhen,
he's bringing enough to the table for us.
Osimhen for me is a chaotic striker. He runs in behind. He
Yeah.
tries to battle the defender, and I don't think that's the type of caliber of player Arteta wants to go for. Do you know what I mean? I think we need to get a striker in and a winger possibly that can play left wing, right wing. You got Rafinha, you got Richarlison, you got all these players. So I think we need to go that line. I think Nunez has potential, and Gakpo is playing today. I think against Leicester, isn't he? So it'd be a good scouting watch to watch him today.
Let's talk about Gakpo because we haven't really spoken about him today on the stream at all. So if you guys don't know, Gakpo has spoken about the fact that he is an Arsenal fan. He said, I love Arsenal a lot. I followed Henry when I was young, and he was a tall guy who played on the wing, similar to myself. And he's talking about how Henry used to play on the wing before he transitioned into a striker at Arsenal, and the fact that he was an Arsenal fan. So, what do we think about Cody Gakpo? Could he be another one of those guys who transitioned from a wing to a striker and join Arsenal? Could he be follow the mode of a RVP or a Thierry Henry? I'm not saying he's going to be as good as them. I'm just saying a signing that's underrated that could come in and be very much a coup at the end. Anybody?
For me, Gakpo, I think I need to watch him more, to be honest. I think it's very difficult to assess a player in every division. Like today against Leicester in the Europa League would be good to see how he fares with the defenders and how he takes his chances. For me, it's very similar to Henry in terms of coming off the flank and then coming centrally and then taking a shot on or whatever. My only concern is I don't know whether he would halt Martinelli's progress, because Martinelli sort of does that, in my opinion. So I don't know. I don't see him as a in and out centre forward. That Benzema type, that Kane type, that links up the play. I think he's more of a proper winger for me.
Okay, what about you guys? Any thoughts? Physicality, he's weak. Gakpo looks quality. He could nail us tonight, says the Leicester fan here. Gnabry on a free. We spoke about Gnabry a lot, my guys. I don't really think so. My guy, Ghanaian brother, Dizzy saying Osimhen is not it. That he ain't that guy. You ain't that guy, pal. My guy's putting a thumbs down for Gakpo.
Come on, man.
Guys, do you want me to move on from this topic, or do you have anything to say?
I think he'll be a good signing. Gakpo. I think we do need another winger. Because Saka, obviously Saka needs to rest and all that, Pepe and all that. But I think we do need another winger, and we need another right back as well. For me, we need another right back. I want to get Spence, baller. I want Nottingham Forest. I want to get him, bro. It's quality.
We're not going to get a right back at this moment in time. I think we're going to focus on getting areas that we need desperately.
Yeah, striker, defensive midfield, of course. We need all that.
Samuel, just before you go, I was going to move on the conversation, but did you have anything to say on Gakpo?
No, I don't want Gakpo.
Okay. Let's talk about this. Two people who have to prove themselves to the Arsenal fan base and the wider public based off the back of Nuno Tavares' poor performance against Palace, and Lokonga, who hasn't really gotten much time this season in the second half of the season. So I just want to know, can we depend on them? Can we depend on Nuno? Would Nuno be one of the first names on the team sheet for you guys? Because I did my predicted lineup and I put Nuno in and I put Lokonga in, and I've kind of calmed down since the Palace game. And I'm not going to be scapegoating Nuno as much as I did after the game. I really did go in on him a little bit too hard, I feel like, now looking back at it. But Lokonga, I think Lokonga's quality. I think underlining statistics show me that Lokonga has actually been much better than I expected in his time at Arsenal. But when you watch the game, it shows you differently. Because, of course, we get nervous when we don't trust the player in the back as much as we do Partey, right? But, yeah, what are you guys saying? Nuno,
All right.
Lokonga, Is this their time to shine? What are you guys saying? From now to the end of the season?
It's now or never, man, for them to step up. I'm sure that they will, because we need players that have to step up in this situation, and they have to, man. They have to.
Yeah. I want Sambi to do well, but the problem I have with him, he doesn't like drive the ball forward as like Kante and all. He doesn't do enough for me, because every time I watch him, he hides. That's why I get frustrated with Lokonga. Like, he's not a bad player. I just want him to do more. Like, go forward, drive the ball forward. I want you to do. I want you to be that player to drive forward. That's why I get frustrated with him. But he'll become a good player in the future. Don't worry. And with Tavares, he's been hooked off twice. I want him. I'm not saying he's a bad player, but I just want him to just do the business, like, because he should have like defended for Arteta's goal, thinking he should have done better with Arteta's goal, but good goal by Arteta. But I want Tavares. I think Tavares. I actually want him to start against Brighton at home on Saturday, because he's the only. Because there's no other left back. You might as well just start. But I want Tavares to do the business. But he's been defensively woeful for me. But he needs to do better for me, man.
I feel like I don't know where you're coming from with that point. With that he hides, because Lokonga is the last person to hide, in my opinion, the way that he plays.
Bro, he doesn't drive the forward as Kante does. Like I said, he doesn't. He goes missing for me. Every time I watch him, sometimes he goes missing.
No, definition of going missing is somebody who doesn't show for the ball, someone who doesn't come for the ball, someone who doesn't try to receive the ball in dangerous positions. He does all of that. So how is he hiding if he does everything that he needs to do to show for the ball?
Wait,
One second. H, do you agree that he hides? Samuel, do you agree that he hides?
Who Tavares?
No, I'm talking about Lokonga.
Zambi.
Yeah, because given his age, man, listen, I think he does hide a bit, but this is that he needs to take responsibility, bro. Against Brighton, he needs to take responsibility and step up and be the man. He needs to be a man against Brighton.
For me, I don't think he hides, to be honest. I think the appearances he made, apart from the Nottingham Forest one, I think he's played very well. Especially against Crystal Palace, he's common. He was playing single pivot, which is very difficult. If I break it down, he looked stable. He got stuck in. He gave a through ball to Saka, which the keeper pushed away, and then it led to the Smith Rowe chance where the defender, I think it was the Gay, that cleared off the line. And then there was a tackle where he got stuck in, and then it led to the Nketiah shot. And to me, he was passing around. He did another threaded through ball to Martinelli as well. So he reminds me sort of Alex Song. You know, when Alex Song used to just thread it to Van Persie.
Yeah.
Van Persie used to just go through. That's what he reminds me of.
In
that department, I think he's better than Partey when it comes to those through balls. So for me, I think Sambi Lokonga is ready. If I go back to Nuno, I think you already know my opinion on that. I don't think it was as bad as people thought. I think I looked at it statistically as well. He's won 80% of his duels. In the first 2 minutes, he made a clearance where the ball was ricocheting in the box, and then it landed at Gallagher's feet, and he cleared it. And then in the 36th minute, I think he did a foul where it led to a free kick, and then they tried to do a quick free kick and then pass it across the box, and then he cleared it as well. So, as I said before, Arteta came out and he said it was a tactical reason, and I think purely because he didn't open up his body when Xhaka was making an angle for a pass, so that he can carry the ball. I think that in that respect, I think Nuno was struggling, and I think that comes down to confidence. For me, I agree with your starting 11. I think we'd go with Nuno at left back, and I would put Lino Sosa in as a sub and leave Cedric at right back.
There you go. Egal, you're very what? What the hell is this guy talking about? Some guy asked me to join the stream. Can I please join the stream? I was just gonna message him, say, can you join the stream? Then he starts sending some mad hate. I was like, yo, what's wrong with some of these people?
There's some crazy people these days, man.
Anyways, I'm gonna wrap up the video from here, guys. We've been going for an hour and 4 minutes.
Just another rumor, Egal, I've seen Twitter, but Arsenal have inquired about extra information for Paulo Dybala this summer. I don't know what it means.
What do you guys think about Dybala to Arsenal? Do you think it's a good idea?
Too much money, man. His wages.
How much do you think he's going to cost?
£250,000 a week at least.
He's gonna cost a lot, bro.
What to buy him? Yeah.
No, he's a free
his wages are. He's gonna be the highest paid player at the club.
Wow, his wages must be so high, bro. Wow. Crazy.
Yeah, that's it.
His wages are gonna be the biggest issue in my opinion.
I actually wouldn't mind him. He's actually a quality player. I wouldn't mind him. Like why not?
What about you, my guy H?
I like Dybala, the way he plays. He sort of reminds me of a proper Arteta type of player. He's like an in and out striker. He brings others to play as well. But I think that boat has sailed, to be honest, in my opinion. I wouldn't mind him at Arsenal Football Club, but I don't see it as a realistic opportunity to get him, especially doing business with Juventus.
I think so.
But yeah, I wouldn't mind him at Arsenal. Why not? Bring it on.
Okay, so let's wrap it up. You already know what it is. Big up to everybody. You have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day. Embarrassing. Cronkies are rotten, but I think it's unlikely heroes will sack Arteta and not even have the patience for this nonsense.
Because you know what? Yeah, if we finish 5th, 6th, or 7th, for me, he's got to go for me. I want Luis Enrique because I don't want Europa League again. I don't want that stupid Conference League. That is not my level, bro. But if we don't finish 4th, he's got to go. Get Luis Enrique in. Yep.
No, but the thing is, you can't complain about finishing 8th at the beginning of the stream and then say you don't want to be in Europa and you don't want to be thing. So it's Champions League or
Thompson, you want Mancini.
Basically you're saying if you're not in the Champions League, you don't want to even watch football.
Yeah, I want either Mancini, Enrique, Allegri, because Ten Hag's going to Man United anyway.
So you want Allegri and you want Mancini, right? When they're both being sacked by Juventus and one has failed to qualify with the European Champions League.
Allegri wins trophies, Sam. He's won a lot.
But he's been sacked every single time and his style football's not that good. It's not about trophies, it's about the long term. He's not a long-term manager to build us to the future.
I get that. But we've got a novice manager.
There's no logic. You're using no logic. There's no logic. There's no logic.
We finished 8th twice with this manager. Pep Guardiola's cone guy that used to put out cones for Pep.
How you doing?
So you want someone who's going to get sacked every single time. He's going to go after 10 years.
I want Luis Enrique. Bring Luis Enrique after the World Cup.
You're actually good if you're still going to get Enrique.
Let Ace jump in.
We'll get Luis Enrique. I have my word, we'll get Luis Enrique.
Have your word.
Me personally.
Ends, we'll get
all right, 1 second, bro. Arteta's not getting sacked anytime soon. H, what do you say?
Me personally, I think if he finishes 5th, we should still back him, in my opinion, because nobody expected us to go for top 4. In a way, we're overachieving. So
you're gonna back him if we finish 5th?
If we finish 8th,
you don't want a top manager then. You're just happy with a rookie.
No, he's not a rookie. Come on, man, Tomiyasu. What you have Arteta.
I want Luis Enrique. I want a top.
You're not going to get him. You're not going to get him. He's not going to go as main manager.
I said after the World Cup, when the World Cup.
He's not leaving. He's not leaving. What do you understand? He's not going to leave.
All right. You Arteta inners, enjoy your.
How's that Arteta when I'm using logic? He's not going to leave his job. He's not going to leave his team.
Yo, 1 second, yo, Tommy.
It's not my manager.
Tommy, appreciate Tommy, bro. People are showing some love. Tommy, come on, proper Arsenal.
Thank you. I've been supporting Arsenal since 2001. I'm 27, bro. I grew up with my team winning titles, bro. This manager ain't the guy for me. If you want to win the league, get Luis Enrique. He's the one I want.
But he won't leave his job. He's not going to leave Spain.
After the World Cup, you get him.
1 second. I'm not trying to turn this into this. Tommy, big up to you. Samuel, big up to you. I'm just going to take you guys out. I'm going to end the stream. Have yourselves a good one, guys.
See ya.
Big up, Tommy. Big up. H, you already know what it is, my guy. Have a good one. I'll catch you on the flip side, bro.
Nice.
And yo, first time coming on the stream, so just want to ask you a question before you go.
Yeah, go on.
When did you become an Arsenal fan? Because I ask everybody who comes on for the first time, when did they become an Arsenal fan?
Oh, back probably 2000s when I got interested in football.
How did you become an Arsenal fan? Is there an interesting story, or do you remember any?
Honestly, I turned on the TV and I saw Henry and these ones. I was like, yeah, Patrick Vieira. Yeah, I can sort of connect with these, man. That's how I became an Arsenal fan, to be honest. You know, ITV days, Champions League. So yeah, man.
There you go.
But one little thing I want to say is, in terms of Arteta, I think the fan base needs to just relax and calm down. You know, top four was never, you know, nobody thought we were going to make it to top four. People were happy if we finished 5th or 6th and improved on what we did last season. You know, if we finished 8th again, I can understand, you know, fans being not happy. But, you know, Arteta said it already. He came out, he said he wants to go for top four. Top four is the target. Hopefully we'll get top 4 and we keep pushing. Arteta has a higher ceiling than many other managers in the Premier League, and I'm happy we have him. We just need to show support and keep going.
Okay, there we go. All right, you have a good one. Big up to you, H. Big up to everybody watching, and you guys have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day. We're out of here, guys. Peace.